Just some little pre-podcast talk. Look at Carter sitting here eating, bro. Look at this man, bro. We about to record a podcast, and he's sitting here munching down on food.
Desire.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Two States One Mic podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Two States One Mic podcast. I am joined by Mr. Carter Bushy and Logan Lightfoot. And if anyone's wondering, I'm Tyler. I'm the coolest one.
Nope, nobody asked. No, literally zero people care. There is not one single person listening because there's not one single person listening. And all right, sorry.
People on shorts.
Guys. Logan's
a couple other people on
shorts. A hard time lately. He's been a little bit too much on the meth.
Clearly.
And speaking of the meth, he has a.
I mean, look at him for God's sake.
He has a huge rant to go on about his Atlanta Braves. Yeah.
We should do a hot tub stream.
What? So random.
You know how many views that? Like, everyone loves to watch like women do hot tub streams, right? Well, what about three fat ass motherfuckers sitting in a hot tub?
I mean, I got boobies just equal enough. Like, so I mean, come on.
Like, cause I think me and Carter are like relatively the same size.
I think so.
And like Tyler's skinny, but he's still got the gut. So it's like it could be perfect. But so what I want to hop into right away while he's doing that below me is the Atlanta fucking Braves. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm a big Braves fan, runs in the family. I'm really fucking mad. So I'm trying to think of where to start. I'll start all the way at the beginning of the season. Actually, no, I'm going to start 2 years ago. In the 2023 season, when we had this generational offense, Matt Olson hits 50 homers, Acuna goes over 40, he was the 40-70 club, Marcel hits 40 and has his little bounce back year, Ozzie plays great, Michael Harris comes alive, that was his rookie year, Orlando Arcia came onto the scene. It was beautiful, it was magical, right? We traded all of our fucking young prospects for Sean Murphy, one of those being William Contreras, which pisses me off because he's one of the best catchers in the league, although I think he's primarily playing first base now, but still, at one point, one of the best catchers in the league. And you know what? Actually, we're going backwards hat for this. That's how fucking locked in. Oh, shit. That's how fucking locked in I am, okay? So, yeah, now it's the nookie, bitch. So, shout out Limp Bizkit, Dad Rock. Anyway, we have this generational offense, and then we make the playoffs, and what do? We lose to the fucking Phillies. Back-to-back years. Bryce Harper puts his fucking massive dong in our ass. Okay? Listen. We all know, so the guy below me, Tyler, massive Bears fan, hates Aaron Rodgers. It's about my equivalent of Bryce Harper. But
that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's bad. So, but you know, that's fine, whatever. We go out and we regroup. Last year, we were very, very up and down. It was more because in 2023, the story was we had this generational offense, but our pitching fucking sucked. So we go out, we trade Von Grissom, one of our top prospects, which he hasn't done shit, but we go out and we trade him for Chris Sale. Chris Sale comes in, wins the fucking Cy Young. Got some other guys like kind of came onto the scene, Spencer Schwellenbach, Ronaldo Lopez, just some other guys, right?
Yeah.
And you guys probably don't know half the people I'm talking about, but
I have no fucking clue.
But Tyler actually probably does because of his dad.
I know quite a bit.
Yeah. Or because of his stepdad. But so and then and we lose to the Padres last year. I think they clean swept us, if I'm not mistaken. So we lose to the Padres in the postseason. And then the Braves go out this year. They got this offseason, and they pretty much fire everybody besides Rick Kranitz and Brian Snitker. Rick Kranitz is their pitching coach. Snitker is their manager. And they pretty much...
Candy.
Snit. Her.
What? Oh. So like...
You fat ass. You fat ass.
I was just eating before the pod too. So, yeah.
But so Brian Snitker goes, or our GM Alex Anthopapa Pussy or whatever his name is. It's like Populus or something. He goes out they clean house and they bring in a whole new staff. They signed Jurickson Profar because he's supposed to be this big left field addition, because Kelnick just hasn't really worked out since we traded for him. I was a big fan of trading for Kelnick at the time, and I still think he's young with a lot of potential, but it's just been bleh. And so,
Yeah.
This season, every game, and I've watched most games, Tyler can vouch for that. I normally don't miss a Braves game. This season, I've contemplated Kurt Cobaining myself every time I fucking watch them. The amount of 1 and 2 run games that we have lost is actually absurd. We just got swept by the fucking Orioles. Now, then the Orioles were really good last year. They made the playoffs, got the 1 seed in the AL, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 seed, something like that. But this year they've been horrible. And so both the Braves and the Orioles are kind of similar in a sense of, now, I mean, the Braves have the experience, like we've got the ring and whatever, like because we won 3 years ago, or 4 years ago now. But the Orioles, they were kind of like the same thing as far as disappointing teams. That's the point I'm trying to make. Disappointing teams. At the beginning of the season, because one of the main criticisms I've had of the Braves, and it's easy for me to say, I mean, I'm not a coach, I'm not an MLB player, I'm not, I'm just a fat guy on the internet that rants. But it's
2988.
Well, no, I didn't fake cancer and do a bunch of other shit. He did a lot of bad shit. But hey, I fuck with Boogie 2988 though. But anyway, he's on a podcast called the Lolcow Podcast, and that shit is so fucking funny. It's ran by Keemstar. This shit is so funny. Yeah. The whole internet hates Keemstar. I love Keemstar. But anyway, so yeah, if that's controversial, I don't really care. But so, and one of the big critiques that I've had of the Braves is it's this big like go home, or this big like go hard or nothing. So it's like, home run or nothing basically. And what it feels like to me, and at the beginning of the season, they were actually starting to take pitches. They weren't getting in as many 0-2 counts. They were actually taking balls, which is great. Pause. And so it's, I was really excited. I really was. And
They're not.
Then Jurickson Profar got suspended for using roids. The same stuff that Tatis was on that he got suspended for, what was it, 2 years ago? So
how long did he get suspended for?
Whole season.
Really?
And but I mean, Tatis has been awesome since he came back. I mean, they moved him over to right field, and he's been a stud. But
I was talking about the other guy.
No, he got
the whole season.
So he got an 80-game suspension, and he actually just returned last week. Okay. But even if we make the playoffs, which we won't, he's not eligible. He hasn't played enough games. So, and the MLB has got a lot of like weird rules about minimum, and the MLB's just got a lot of weird rules in general. But
for sure,
this season we have been one of the worst offenses in baseball, with a team that has Ozzy Albies, Ronald Acuna, who granted missed the first 30 games of the season maybe, but he's been on a tear since he came back. He made the All-Star game. He's in the home run derby. And then another guy that that pisses me off to the max is Sean fucking Murphy. Sean Murphy defensively is a fucking stud. One of the best defensive catchers in baseball. Not the best, but one of the best. But Jesus fucking Christ. I could pitch to him and he couldn't hit it. And I'm tired of it, dude. He was on a tear when he came back. He hit like 6 home runs in like 3 games.
Yeah.
And then just... But
I mean, it's hard to find a catcher that can put out a great offense.
That is the thing. I mean, because not every, like, some of the catchers that come to mind, like William Cherez is pretty good. Adley Rutschman has been very down this year.
Yeah.
Will Smith, I think, is batting over 300, which is for a catcher is unreal. And then Cal Riley's having maybe the best offensive season for a catcher ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're seeing like there's some guys like that are coming up to, that are actually pretty good offensively.
Okay.
But Adley is one of those guys too, but he's just been, along with that whole Orioles team, he's just been disappointing. Yeah. I'm sure he'll be okay. But I just don't understand what's wrong with this Braves team. And I really think that the problem, and a lot of Braves homers shit on me for this, the problem is Brian fucking Snitker. And I get it. They won a ring with him in 2021, and Brian Snitker's been with that organization for since the 80s. He's been with that organization for forever.
You meet the certain Braves fans, they will crucify you for saying that.
Is your stepdad one of them? Well, I would love to debate him, but
Oh yeah,
That'd be a special. That'd be a special on the podcast.
That would be great. But Brian Snitker is the problem, and I firmly think that. And my question is, right, how much leeway do you give him? Because he's not a guy that you can just fire. You can't. He's been with the organization for too long. He's got a ring. You've got to tell him, like, hey, either you retire or you step away on your own terms. And I think, unfortunately, that's what it's going to have to come down to. I think there's a very high chance that he does retire at the end of the season. He's 70 now, I think.
Jesus.
And one more guy that I want to talk about is Michael Harris. Michael Harris, the only reason that you have a fucking MLB job right now is because of your glove. That's it. And even then, Michael Harris will never win a gold glove in the NL because there's just so many good defensive outfielders. Ian Happ, Pete Crow Armstrong. I mean, there's Bill Tatis. I mean, there's so many good defensive outfielders in the NL. And I don't know, man. It honestly amazes me just how bad this quote unquote generational offense can be. They're top of the they're bottom of the league in batting average, OPS. Like the only team that's literally worse than them is the fucking White Sox.
If you really dig into it, the 2016 Cubs and the Braves now really aren't much different. Like you had your managers Joe Madden and Snicker praised by so many, like they do nothing wrong. But then you get to a point where you're supposed to be this generational team for years to come, and you're not. You had your one season of glory, and then the years after, it's become a disaster. And the same thing happened with the Cubs then too, because not only was it Joe Madden who didn't know what the fuck he was doing, which I love Joe Madden, I love what he did for us, but it was time for him to go a couple years after 2016. And the same things happened with the Braves, I feel like, because you have a lot of players regressing. Like Chris Bryant is the first one that comes to my mind with the Cubs. He regressed, and a lot of it was because of injuries. I won't deny that. But you also got guys like Javi.
Still on which he's had a bounce back. Javi. Mm-hmm. Javi's been awesome this season in Detroit, but
how many years?
Well, and it also like it makes me question like with Javi, right? Will he end up like Bellinger? Whereas Bellinger has this bounce back year, plays fucking amazing, and then gets paid by the Yankees, and Bellinger's been pretty disappointing in New York.
Yeah, he's been a decent player, but
so my question is, I mean, because and even when he was in Chicago, when he had that bounce back year, like he wasn't MVP Belly, but he was not. He was good, and he was
that first half of the year till he got hurt.
He was good. I don't think he was MVP Belly. MVP Belly was special.
When he got hurt and came back, he still played phenomenal. But before that injury, yeah, he was.
And I don't know what Javi's contract situation looks like. I don't know if he's due to get paid after this year.
I'm not sure.
Someone should fact check that, maybe Carter. But Javier Baez.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but. And then we're being so they're mentioning our names in like some trade situations. Like one of the guys is C.J. Abrams from Washington. I don't know why Washington would break up that young core.
He signed a 6-year $140 back in 21, so he still has another year.
6-year $140.
Dude, he got paid.
Woo! So yeah, he's not even in a contract year, and he's
no. He's got 1 year remaining
after
this year.
Belly was in a contract year.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But that's kind of my Braves rant, I guess. I'm just over it, man. I'm really over it, and I firmly think they just need to clean house.
Fresh restart.
All new staff. You keep you keep Ronald. You keep Austin Riley. I think Matt Olson goes. Sean Murphy goes. Ozzie has played horrible this season. You need an upgrade at shortstop. Nick Allen's been an awesome glove. Actually, he's in contention to win the Platinum Glove, but offensively, he's just not that. And I mean, even out of a shortstop, like you're not gonna get I mean, unless it's fucking Derek Jeter, you're not gonna get 300 hitting and whatever. But
Shortstop's most known for their gloves.
right. But he shouldn't be batting 205 with a 6-some OPS.
Bro, you know what I don't understand?
What?
How Dansby just lost the knowledge to play defense.
Yeah, it's been really bad.
Dude, I think he had 4 errors in a month.
Well, and then you take when you take Dansby's defense away, I mean, he's a very, very, very streaky hitter.
Very streaky.
Now, but when Dansby's hot, oh my god.
Yeah, when he's hot, dude, he's hot. But when he's cold, he's cold.
I wonder if he has the yips defensively.
Dude, if he could get a little bit of fucking consistency with the bat, he'd be phenomenal.
Dansby with a good bat's a top 5 shortstop in the MLB.
Oh yeah.
Not even a good bat. If you could get 270 out of Dansby, which I don't know what he's
250.
I don't know what he's batting this year, to be honest.
I think he's batting. Well, I don't know. It's just how do you really value that whenever he bats 300 for a month and the next month like barely 100?
Well, and also, I mean, if you're getting good defensive Dansby, then how do you value that too?
Yeah. He's batting 253 this year. He's had a kind of a bounce back year, hitting wise. His glove, dude. I remember watching. We was playing the Giants, and it was a routine play to shortstop, and he just missed the throw.
Yeah, and Dansby does not do that.
Yeah, I mean, he just missed the throw. A routine, hit the shortstop, nobody's on base, throw it over. Dude, it hit the fucking, it hit the dirt, and it bounced completely, below the first baseman. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Carter, what about your Twins, dude? How are they?
We keep shooting ourselves in the foot, from what I've seen. I don't watch a lot of baseball, but I've tuned in, here and there whenever I can. It's either that we're on fire and we're looking like one of the best teams in the MLB, or we're just shooting ourselves in the foot. It's like there's no in between.
When they signed Carlos Correa a few years ago, I was like, oh my god, like the Twins are really about to, and then
do something. No, it's just inconsistent play. It's like the whole team.
Well, because I think offensively it's there for the Twins. I mean, you got Byron Buxton, who's also an awesome outfielder. Correa,
yes.
like defensively, you got Correa, Royce Lewis. Like that's a really fun team to watch when they're on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we had Soda.
But also on topic, it makes me want to nut that the Cubs 11-0 the Cardinals yesterday.
The Cubs are in comfortable position of the 1 seed, and I really think they're going to get it. And I think this Cubs team is very, very, very legit.
Dude.
They have all the pieces. I mean, you move Seiya to DH, and he's been fucking awesome at DH. You signed Kyle Tucker. You've got Pete Crow in center field, who is, I think, 5th in the league in home runs, and he's obviously a Gold Glover. Ian Happ.
I never thought he was going to be a big homer guy. Like, he always reminded me of a good glove.
When Ian Happ, I mean, he's still a Gold Glover. Their first baseman is batting 300, which is... I can't think of what his name is, and then of course you got Nico. Their catcher Carson Kelly. Carson Kelly has been.
Kelly's been awesome.
Carson Kelly. The Cubs bullpen has been really fucking good. I mean, it's just this Cubs team, man. This really feels like a Cubs team that could go all the way.
Yeah, Michael Busch kind of came out of nowhere. He batted 240 last year, I want to say, and he's only 27. This year he's batting 297.
Was he moved over from the outfield, or am I wrong about that?
I want to say you are correct.
I think he was an outfielder, and then they moved him to...
Dude, and Matt Shaw at third. Matt Shaw, dude. He's going to be an up-and-comer in the next 3 years.
He's probably your weakest offensive player on that team, right? Either him or Carson Kelly. But, I mean, even then... No, I don't know. Ian Happ's probably in that, too.
I don't know. Ask me what month. Might be Dansby.
Well, true, yeah. I'd say either Carson Kelly. Hey Carter, can you look up Ian Happ's batting average? But I think either Carson Kelly or Matt Shaw is the worst.
229.
Yeah, it's
trying to fall down a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean he's still giving you elite defense.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. That's what I was going to say earlier. Like you mentioned, like if I'm still getting that defense from Dansby, how would I take the hit? And dude, I'm fine with it. If you give me Gold Glove caliber and you're an inconsistent hitter, like that's okay. That is okay, unless you're batting like pre 100. But I mean, even Dansby in his like rough patches in recent years, he'll go like 4 games with like 0 or 1 hit, and then have like 4 or 5 with 2 hits.
Then
Like
he'll
it's just
then he'll hit 5 home runs in 4 games. Like it's
yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
mean, the
unreal.
biggest this year for the Cubs is Pete Crow Armstrong.
Well, and if you
I'm not.
remember correctly, when Pete Crow got called up last year for that little bit, he was not good.
He was good whenever he got on base, especially with stealing the bases
But
in defense, but not the bat. Not the
but
bat.
even defensively, he made some dumbass mistakes.
He made a few. He was one of those guys. Like he had some really bad moments, but
Yes.
the good moments really outshined it as well.
Like Pete Crow was a guy that I was honestly starting to get worried about. I was like, is he gonna?
I never really got worried. I got worried about the ceiling.
Yeah.
I got worried about what he could turn into, but I always knew he was going to at least be a
Well,
great defender.
I would. Well, yeah. Everybody like the question about Pete Crow was never his defense. It was offensively does he put it together? And boy, did he ever. I have never. I think Kyle Tucker honestly might have mentored the fuck out of him.
Dude, very well, and
Or they've changed his swing or something. But
yeah, he changed his stance.
bro, I don't think anybody could have guessed Pete Crow would have been this fucking good.
No, dude, I could not tell you one Cubs fan that was like, "Oh, dude, Pete Crow's gonna come out and be top 5 in the league in home runs and fucking like." I would have called them crazy.
He's batting like 280 maybe. He's top 5 in home runs. He's an elite. He's gonna be a Gold Glove on defense. I mean, bro, it's unreal. Like he is the most. He's one of the most.
Top 5 in MVP in the NL.
Bro, he's like becoming a legit 5-tool guy, which is fucking terrifying, man. And it's just, I mean, it's scary for that Cubs team. I mean, because that Cubs team's not even old.
They're really not.
The oldest guy is Ian Happ, right? And then you got and then
Happ's like 20.
And then you got Kyle Tucker and Wright. Kyle's like 28, maybe 28, 29. I mean, Kyle Tucker's not as old as you think he is.
No, he's really not. He's 29.
Yeah, like
if it'll load.
So I mean,
Happ's 30. Happ's 30.
And then how old's Dansby?
Dansby is
28.
28, 29. Let me double check. So I mean, even at minimum, you're still looking at 3 amazing years of all of these guys. If they stick, he's 31.
Okay, so Dansby's your oldest.
Yeah,
but I mean, even then,
it says oldest on the Cubs is Justin Turner.
Yeah, but he's yeah. We're talking like just their starters, like their lineup.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, even the rotation. I mean, Ibanaga's young. Justin Steele's young. Jameson Tollin, I don't know why Cubs fans like to slob on his fucking dick. I don't think he's that good, but even then, he's okay. I mean, he's 28, 29 as well. But dude, if Imanaga can stay healthy, which health's never really been a problem, but this year, he's been off and on the injured list. We can go far in the playoffs. We really can. The only thing that concerns me is the pitching. That's it. But even then, I mean, how many blowout games have the Cubs had this year, or shutout games?
Probably a lot.
They've had so many. Like the Cubs bullpen really picked it up throughout the year. Because that was my biggest worry going into this year. Is like, okay, rotation's fine. Imanaga's a stud, but
while I was taking a shit at work today, I was looking through the Cubs bullpen stats, and it's unfucking real.
It's unreal. I could,
bro.
So moving on to the next segment, I'm so excited to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a week. I've been in the group chat asking about when we're going to be doing this. We are going to be revealing our personality tests. We took a quiz, and we are just ready to show off our personalities, man. I'm excited. I won't be surprised,
dude.
I'm so excited about this, dude. I'm so happy.
You sound like Kat.
Oh my goodness! Like I'm so happy.
Oh my god!
Personality.
I'm excited. I won't be surprised if we're all different, like different personalities, but I won't be surprised either if we're all the same, or like one of us are the same.
I think we'll definitely have like similar traits.
Especially
for sure.
We'll definitely have similar ones.
So yeah, we'll be going through the personality type and then personality traits, career path, the strengths and weaknesses of those career path, personal growth, all that stuff, all that jazz. We're going to be going through it one by one.
And before we do start, I do want to point out this is at least mine, anyways. I can't speak for y'all. Mine is very accurate.
Mine
accurate,
seems to
dude.
be, yeah.
Mine was pretty darn accurate.
If you want to take this test yourself, it's 16personalities.com. That's where all this came from. Without further ado, Carter?
I'll go first. Awesome. So yeah, let's see. My personality type, I am a mediator, INFP-A.
Okay, I am a mediator.
That was the one I got.
I am a mediator, really? INFP-T.
Oh, okay. Okay. Tyler?
I am not a mediator. I'll let y'all get through yours, and then I'll say what I am.
We're good.
Okay. I am a virtuoso, ISTP-T.
Oh, okay. So we both have -T. Me and Carter are both mediators, but me and Tyler are both -T. Okay.
Okay.
Carter, what?
I don't know what. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so get in depth with like the percentages and.
Okay. Yeah. So 62%. My energy wise, 62% introverted. My mind is 77% intuitive. Nature is 76% feeling. Tactics is 61% prospecting, and identity is 68% assertive.
And if you want to read the little descriptions that go with it, like the ones that are on the right, you can read those if you want.
On the right, let's see. So your introspective nature drives you to continually explore your own thoughts, feelings, and values. The self-awareness is a powerful tool for personal growth, but it can also lead to excessive self-criticism. You're highly attuned to criticism from others as well, which can sometimes leave you feeling vulnerable or misunderstood.
We have the exact same one.
Really?
Yes. So
that's crazy.
Mine, I got 94% introverted.
Okay.
And it says, I have very strong social interactions, and I feel that are meaningful, and I feel drawn to calmer environments. I
wrote the wrong thing.
It's okay. I am under mind. I am 52% intuitive, which means I'm open-minded and imaginative. For nature, I got 54% feeling, which means I value emotion and expression.
Okay.
For tactics, I got 53% prospecting, which means that I can adapt. It means I adapt easy. I'm easygoing. I can be flexible. Mm-hmm. And for identity, I got 97% turbulent. Which means I'm self-conscious. I'm not good with stress. Very self-driven.
See, I got 68% assertive, which is I'm self-assured, even-tempered, resistant to stress, stuff like that. So it's like what I noticed that you're a lot in the middle. Like you're like 50% one way, the other way.
So on energy and identity, I'm very far to the right. Not politics. Listeners, don't take that out of view or out of context. And then on the other three, though, I'm very in the middle.
Yeah. I'm just like I'm either one side or kind of the other side.
Tyler?
For sure. Tyler, yeah, go ahead.
I feel like mine might be the most interesting since y'all are pretty similar. Mm-hmm. I am 69% introverted.
Okay.
I am 71% observant.
Oh.
I am 82% thinking, which is you are more likely to focus on
fuck your feelings
and rationality, putting effectiveness above social harmony, which means I don't really give a fuck what you think.
Fuck your feelings.
And I am 65% prospecting.
Okay.
And I am 60% turbulent.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then the last section that we kind of wanted to hop into is Carter. Let's hear your strengths and your weaknesses.
Okay. Do you want me to go for the career path or?
Yeah, it should be under your career path. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So my strengths: I have insightful understanding. I can grasp deep emotions, nuances, and creating genuine connections with coworkers and clients. Gentle persuasion. I'm empathetic. Communication helps me smoothly guide others towards consensus. Independent thinking. I thrive when granted the freedom to innovate and explore ideas creatively. Quiet determination, understand persistence, which allows me to pursue meaningful
It's
goals
scaring
without
me how
exerting
similar me and Carter are.
Mine's so different, dude. So different.
Reflective approach. Your thoughtful mindsets ensure high quality, meaningful outcomes in your projects. An authentic presence. You create trust through honesty and openness, bringing sincerity into the workplace.
I can't read mine. They're the exact same.
You want to read the weaknesses? Then I'm just gonna have to say weaknesses.
Yeah, I guess I'll give my weaknesses. So I struggle with pragmatism. I'm not even really sure what that is. Your idealistic expectations may hinder practical decision making. I have difficulty networking. No surprise there. I react personally to criticism, so basically means I take it personal. And I took that personal. No, okay, I'm sorry. If you guys never watched The Last Dance, you suck.
You got
it. I have overlooking organizations, which means my spontaneous workflow can cause difficulties maintaining schedules and routines. Reluctant to advocate, which means my natural humility often prevents you from presenting your contributions effectively, which I think that means like I get embarrassed easily and like I don't. That's how I take that. And then drained by routine, repetitive or structured tasks demotivate and tire you.
Okay. What I took from, we have the same exact thing. What I took from reluctant to advocate is that it's hard for you to get your opinion across or like present what you think across. That's what I.
The only reason I took it the way I did is because of the word humility. I think of like humiliation. But yeah, I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's what it would.
I could be wrong. I mean, but I don't know what humility means. So
it's that's a good question.
Well, he doesn't even know.
Modest or low view of one's own importance / humbleness.
So I don't value myself. Is that?
I guess, yeah.
Well, damn.
Like if something needs done at work, you're going to do something for someone else before you have to do it for yourself.
Okay. Tyler, you want to go ahead and we have the exact same one.
Mine's very different. So my strengths, and I'll go in detail with this since y'all are like fucking just fuck buddies, and here I am just a cameraman.
We have to kiss now.
So my strengths, I have a very hands-on approach. I quickly master practical, tangible tasks.
Thought he was about to say I quickly masturbate. I'm not gonna lie.
That too.
Next
one is quick troubleshooting. Swift to identify and resolve workplace issues, minimizing potential downtime. Number 3 is calm under pressure. In high stakes of crisis situations, your steady nerves help you maintain clarity and effectiveness, which that was just on display last week because we get contract drivers and we don't understand each other and I want to blow my brains out. But I had him under control. Next one is independent thinking. You trust your own instincts and analysis, allowing you to sidestep groupthink and conventional limitations. I enjoy challenges. Your welcome vary tasks as stimulating opportunities rather than stressful interruptions. I am an adaptable learner. I learn new tools or practices that never intimidate me. I willingly update my skill set when practical needs arise. And there we go. Now, time to go to the weaknesses of the TDB. Dislike for routine tasks. Repetitive or predictable assignments easily drain my enthusiasm and can lead to procrastination. Hesitant to commit long-term projects or fixed responsibilities feel confronting, making you reluctant to fully engage. Next, I have reluctant networker. Connecting with new contacts or promoting yourself professionally feels extremely uncomfortable. That is so true. Like, I'm trying to do my shit and go home. I'm not trying to.
I feel that.
Impatient with theory. Abstract or purely conceptual discussions frustrate you, often causing you to disengage prematurely. That's very true. Minimalist communicator. Your direct, concise style sometimes omits crucial details, creating confusion among colleagues. Don't really have to worry about that because I work by myself. There's nobody else in this warehouse besides me whenever I'm at work. And I am prone to distraction when curiosity strikes. I am easily tempted away from the task at hand by something new and exciting. which is very true.
Awesome.
Especially when it has to do with the equipment.
Yeah.
Very bad for that.
So we have one more. Oh, are you sorry?
Yeah, I wrapped through that.
Oh, okay. So we have one more of the segment. It's your personal growth. So far, I just want to know: are you guys relating to this? Like, do you feel like this is speaking about you as a person?
Yeah, I think it's.
Yes, it's really spot on.
I think it's very, very accurate.
Especially when... No, I agree. Especially when we get to personal growth. I was looking through. I'm like, wow.
Me and Carter probably have the same one.
Yeah.
If there's one of these that's like, holy shit, it's me, it's relationships. Because, I mean, I've been in one for almost 2 years now.
Okay.
I'm getting married, and dude, these are actually spot on. It's scary.
I agree with that. The relationship is probably the most spot on one. So, Logan, do you want to start off with the
Yeah, I'll go with. So we're doing the strengths and weaknesses of personal growth.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So here are my strengths. I want to see if me and Carter have the same ones again if we're continuing to be fuck buddies. I'm open to possibilities. My imaginative mind encourages continuous exploration. I'm deeply reflective. I consistently discover profound insights through regular self-examination and journaling. I have intuitive self-awareness, which means I naturally tune into my needs and feelings. One of my strengths is comfortable in complexity. So I feel energized, not overwhelmed when reflecting on philosophical or ethical questions, which is true. I love talking about like ethical stuff. I have a sensitive I have a sensitive conscience guided by my strong internal values. I clearly sense right and wrong, and I'm a curious learner. So I have a desire for personal understanding and a constant need for exploration and growth.
Yeah, fuck buddies.
We're still fuck buddies.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then you read the weaknesses.
Okay. So weaknesses. Self-critical thoughts.
Yep. Here it goes again.
You easily overlook your achievements, becoming discouraged by perceived shortcomings. Difficulty setting boundaries. Your compassionate nature, it may lead you to exhaust yourself accommodating others' needs. Avoidance of routine. Consistency and structured habits naturally, making disciplined goals challenging.
Bro, I had one. Holy shit.
We got one?
Same, yeah.
High five. High five.
Woo! What was that one?
Avoidance of routine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
It's a little bit different, but it's the same.
Okay. Hesitance to take action. Endless internal deliberation often delays practical steps towards your personal objectives. Hard to move past regrets. Past mistakes linger emotionally, making it tough to forgive yourself and move forward. Sensitive to external opinions. You may intentionally give too much weight to others' judgment when assessing yourself.
Me and Carter are spot on again.
Why did Carter sound so professional reading that?
Because he is professional.
Because I had to be I was afraid I was going to stutter a lot more. I have a speech impediment, so.
Heath with on it.
Really glad.
Heath with on it. Wait, can I? Wait, I want to say one thing. Okay, this is so random. This has nothing to do with what we're doing. But I have picture proof of this. I'll send it in the group chat. I'm not going to show it on the screen for privacy reasons. But where I work today, if you guys don't know who the Whitakers are, they came into where I work.
No.
Yes, and I have picture proof.
Who's the Whitakers?
Just Google them.
Oh, is it that like really inbred family?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
They came into where I work today.
The dude that's like got drool dripping from his mouth, and the other guy's just like eyes are just.
Carter, just let this sink in. They live about 45 minutes away from me.
They live about 40
minutes. When I go there, can we go visit them?
You cannot. You cannot. They guard it. The people guard it with shotguns.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm good.
They live about 45 minutes away from me.
Wow.
Just if me and Tyler would just be different directions, but
like that one guy's eyes.
Well, okay, we'll take you. This is public information, so we can say this. They live in Odd. That's public information. We'll take you to We'll take you to Odd. There we go.
If I don't die, I'm okay.
No, you won't. We'll take him. We'll take him to Odd, Tyler. How does that sound?
It's a very odd place.
Obviously, I mean, those guys live there. So
I've only been to Odd one time,
I've been once. It's been forever.
and it's nothing. Like, there's nothing there. There's a Dollar General and a gas station.
if you went twice, it would have been even. So
All right.
yeah, Tyler, you want to go ahead and read your
I'm so
stuff,
sorry.
man?
I just thought of that and I had to get it out.
So my strengths for my personal growth. The first one is living in the moment. Your ability to appreciate the present helps you remain satisfied and grounded in daily life. That is so true. One day at a time, gentlemen. Just get through the day. You might not live to see tomorrow. Practical self-reliance. You depend confidently on your skills and experience rather than constantly needing others' guidance or approval. That is very true. I have a very supportive family and this and that, but I always try to do things on my own because, your parents and your support system may not always be here. I am observant and alert. You learn efficiently by noticing and interpreting experiences directly, maximizing self-improvement. Fearless experimentation. You're willing to try new methods or hobbies, enabling creativity and personal enrichment. That's very true. Straightforward honesty. This is probably the biggest one. One thing about me, you can ask Logan, I am straightforward honest. It does not matter what the fuck it is. You're naturally honest with yourself about your strengths and limitations, keeping self-deception at bay. I have a flexible mindset. You adapt your opinions quickly when presented with convincing factual evidence, supporting openness and growth. So, really just, I'll hop into my weaknesses here in a second, but one thing about myself, I am just a cold-hearted bastard. Show me the stats, show me the facts, and that's all I need to hear. I don't care about what you feel. I don't care about hardly anything.
He's a liberal sissy. Don't let him lie to you.
I mean, not to get political, but I think anybody watching this knows which party I stand with. I still won't say, but yeah. My weaknesses, resistant to planning. This is so true. Scheduling goals or routines feels restrictive to you, often leading to delayed personal progress or lingering tasks, especially where I work a very different schedule than other people. That is so true because it's just because I don't work in the mornings. That's I don't care to spread that information. I don't work in the morning, so it's kind of like
he's a stripper. He's a stripper, guys.
I do sleep butt naked.
I do too.
I relate to that though, person. Not the sleeping naked, but what you said.
That was the one that you was reading. I was like, okay, it's kind of the same, just worded a little bit different.
Yeah.
Next, I have overly private. You're hesitant to share your emotions openly, limiting potential for emotional understanding and support. Pretty much, I have the personality of an old man, an old stubborn Southern man. Difficulty with reflection. Taking intentional time to reflect deeply on experiences feels unnatural, causing missed learned opportunities. I am easily restless. You lose motivation quickly when initial fascination and a new skill or idea fades, preventing deeper mastery. That is so true. Because when I start learning something, I'm so into it, and then when I keep doing it, I'm like, okay, I know this. I just stop.
Same. No,
You're like that in real life too, because if you get bored of a conversation, you'll just send a picture of your shit.
Yeah, or something else.
Like, he really will. Trust me, I've had many conversations with Tyler over the last 5 years, and if he gets bored, he'll just send a picture of his shit.
Yeah. I'm especially where I have the stomach bug right now. Yeah, it's a very ugly sight.
Poopy.
What goes on.
You got poopied on.
Number 2. Okay, we're not going to get back into shit. We did that last week.
We talked about
of intuition. You distrust feelings or instincts in favor of logic, potentially overlooking valuable internal guidance. So true. So true. Insensitive to feelings. Your pragmatic truthfulness can unintentionally hurt people's feelings when you fully realize the impact. It's so true.
So my takeaway from this is Tyler's a dick.
I really am, but I don't know, because there's pros and cons to it, because with me, you're always going to get pure honesty. Always pure honesty. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it is. But if you come at me with some bullshit and you're crying, I'm gonna tell you you're full of shit.
Tyler,
Like,
do I look better with or without glasses?
without.
Oh.
Different answer.
Carter, I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you wasn't born with such fucked up eyes, you wouldn't need glasses.
Dude, I know. Look at the droop. Look at the difference. I seriously, I like. I'm so used to it now. But when I take a picture of myself and it like flips to like what I actually look like, I'm like, oh my fucking god, I'm ugly. It's so bad.
Carter, you're really not ugly. Like, no homo, but you're not a bad looking dude.
Got my good teeth. Straight teeth.
Carter, listen, me and Carter are kind of really opposites when it comes to who we are. Carter is the most laid back, genuine guy you'd ever meet. And
No, we've said this for years in the group chat. If there's anybody that is like just genuine as fuck, like how could you ever be mean to him? It's Carter.
Yeah, it's Carter.
Oh, thank you guys.
I'm not like, I don't willingly go out of my way to start shit. I really don't.
No.
I'm very laid back.
I'm just saying I will instigate though.
Oh yeah, I'll instigate shit, no doubt. But
Yeah.
I'm very like, if someone says something I disagree with, then I put in my 2 cents.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Because like, I don't know what it is with me, but I just have this fascination of always being right. Like, I'll be the first one to admit it. I love being right.
Yeah.
I am very stubborn.
No, not you. You're not. No.
Okay, now this one for my strengths. The first one, this is like my life motto. I'm very loyal. Very.
Yeah, you are.
You sincerely.
Wait, are we going to
support
relationship?
those you care about through meaningful actions rather than words or declarations. That is so true. So true.
Are we in relationships right now?
This
Or are
is
we
something
still?
for y'all to put your 2 cents on. I'm low pressure company. You relax. Penis balls.
Why?
No, I got bored of the conversation. Okay, moving on.
Wait, can we wait? Let me explain what just happened here. Tyler just went straight in. All right, let me explain what just happened really fucking quick. So Tyler, the man below me, just completely transitions into the next point without saying anything, and then me and Carter get really confused. Then I fuck up the recording. I unpause it. Tyler says penis balls. Just out of nowhere. So, all right, so let's try this. Tyler, start with your... just so everyone's on the same page, we're in your relationships.
Wait, personal growth, right?
No.
No.
We're not in personal growth anymore. We're in relationships. You just did
Wait, did I read the weaknesses for the...
You read the strength and weaknesses of a personal growth, and then you dove right into my relationships when we didn't even do a segue further my relationships. So now you're doing strengths and weaknesses of my relationships.
So what we are going on to now is your relationships and the strengths and weaknesses. Tyler, would you like to start?
I will start. So, I mean, you've done heard my first two.
No,
So-
Just repeat.
Okay.
This is relationships now. We're in our relationships.
Okay, we're on relationships, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I am quite loyal in my relationships. I don't really need to go into depth about that. I'm low pressure company. Your relaxed nature provides companions a comfortable space free from judgments or unnecessary demands. Pretty much means I'm not going to make my wife go to the kitchen and make me a sandwich every 5 minutes.
Why?
Uh,
Not based.
I am a realistic advisor. You offer practical, grounded perspectives that help friends and loved ones navigate issues clearly. I feel like that's very true. Respectful of boundaries. Your awareness of others' personal space fosters healthy, balanced connections without becoming intrusive. Readily forgiving. I actually really disagree with this one. You seldom hold grudges or dwell on arguments, making forgiving easier and relationships long lasting.
You disagree with it?
I am not very, very forgiving. At all.
I think you are. Now, I think you 2 or 3 years ago, no. But you now? Yes.
Okay, depends what happened.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Like, I think it just depends what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when that guy smoked in your house.
Yeah.
We're gonna forgive
No.
him. That's fair.
Engaged companion, you're always eager to participate in shared experiences or activities, creating genuine bonding opportunities.
Mm,
I am so perfect.
you're beautiful.
JK. We're
Yeah.
about to go to the weaknesses now. Unless y'all want to go first.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, because me and Carter's gonna be the exact same.
Yeah.
What's that?
Minimal emotional expression.
Mm.
Your reserved demeanor makes it difficult for others to gauge your true feelings, causing occasional uncertainty.
Okay, I disagree with that for you, but I also know you really well, so I can gauge like what kind of mood you're in.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
can, but others, I could see how others couldn't.
yeah. This is a big one. Avoiding relationship talks. You steer clear of heavier conversations about relationship dynamics or feelings, delaying necessary problem solving.
Okay.
Inconsistent availability. I gotta watch my cat, bro. Your spontaneous lifestyle makes your attention unpredictable, leaving some friends confused or neglected. I gotta watch my cat, bro. Resistance to dependence. You avoid relying or being relied upon emotionally, limiting deeper intimacy in relationships.
Mm.
Oh God, impatient listener. You become restless when others discuss abstract or emotional topics in depth, signaling unintended dismissal. Blunt
Damn.
communication style. Your straightforward honesty can unintentionally hurt feelings, making you appear insensitive or uncaring. Well, y'all are my friends. Was that accurate?
Yes,
Kind of, yeah.
yeah, but
For
you're
most
not like that to your friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you've never really been like that to me. And when you have, I've called you out on it.
One thing about Logan, he'll call you out.
I will call
Yeah.
you out. And I've called Tyler out on numerous things, but he's also called me out on things. So I mean, but I wouldn't want a friend who doesn't do that. Like if
Yeah.
I'm wrong, tell me I'm fucking wrong. Am I gonna get mad at you at first? Maybe, but I'll calm down.
Fair.
Look
I'm not a big caller outer.
look at Tyler.
I think
Look at
that
Tyler
keeps him
just
out.
rubbing his chin strap.
Yeah, this patchy ass beard.
Both of you guys look like you're from New Jersey. Like you're gonna be
Hey,
on
I'm
Jersey
walking
Shore.
here. Hey, I'm
I'm
walking
walking.
here.
That's New York.
Hey, I'm walking.
Okay, I'll go into. I'll
For
go into.
friendships, but I can go ahead and tell you, like for my fiance, this is so true.
Okay. Okay,
So true.
that's fair.
Imagine she just calls you right now.
I'll go-
She's like, Tyler, we have to have an important conversation. He's like, no.
I'm really bad for like trying to joke about it.
Oh, I'm the
Like
same.
He'd be
so
like,
mad.
she'd be like,
Like
Tyler,
so
Tyler, we need to
It's
have an
really
important
cool.
conversation. Let me see your pussy. That's what Tyler would say.
I swear to God.
Oh God. Okay.
All right.
I'll do the strengths. So I actually that's weaknesses. I'll save that for a while. Okay.
Oh God,
Anyway,
don't pull me.
natural listener. Your empathy and patience enables others to open up comfortably in your presence. Seeking meaningful bonds. You form genuine connections founded on vulnerability. Oh my God. I can't say that word.
Vulnerability.
Yeah, vulnerability, trust, and mutual understanding. Highly compassionate, deeply caring towards those close to you. You offer unwavering emotional support, respect for differences. Your accepting nature fosters friendships and genuinely based on appreciating uniqueness. That's very accurate. Emotionally insightful. Your intuitive understanding allows you to read beneath the surfaces in social situations and thoughtful gestures. Your relationship are strengthened by your considerate acts tailored to others' interests and needs. That's very accurate. I would say. That's pretty spot on for me.
Me and
It
Cart,
was that any
same thing.
awesome.
Before
Beautiful.
Logan goes, I want to touch on this. This is cutting a little deep, but I
Okay.
think for me, like the biggest reasoning I'm so different with my friends versus like my fiance is like I could go 3 days without talking to Logan, and then
Mm.
just pick up like that fourth day like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When with your like significant other, like I'm not going to sit here and speak like Bible verses. I am religious. It says you become one flesh, so like you kind of treat that as yourself.
Locked in.
which then would make you more liable to be harsh.
Just lock in, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just lock in. That makes more sense though when I think about like that because like we can just go a couple of days without talking and be fine. You know, when it's like your significant other, you can't really do that because like you're still building that foundation of like love and
Well, and you live with her.
yeah, and I live with her. Like I'm willing to be harsh with her because it's like my relationship and like it's my friendships too, but like your significant other is more important in like a moral aspect, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Logan dives into the weaknesses, I want to highlight a weakness that I really strongly am like, oh my god, that's a very bad, big weakness of mine. It's avoiding conflict. Did you have that one too, Logan?
It's my first one.
First one, yeah. So, like, you said you like to call people out and stuff like that. I'm not. Like,
See,
if you're like one of my good friends, if you're really bullshitting,
I hate arguments, and I hate when people are mad at me. I hate knowing somebody is mad at me. It eats at me.
I'm very different.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I guess
there's with Tyson though. There's a line that he crosses where it's like it's attacking my pride.
we gotta have Tyson on the pod.
Okay.
He said okay. He didn't. Okay.
Okay.
Carter's like, yeah, I'm gonna call in sick that day. We're gonna get some people on the pod. Like, we definitely want to have Warren on.
Yeah.
But Warren's gonna be our legal drug dealer in the future. Hopefully, people are smart enough to piece together what that means. I don't know if they are, but I'm not gonna say it.
For anybody who's stupid.
Oh well, he said it. Okay, that works. So for the weaknesses, I got avoiding conflict, which we just went over. Idealizing connections. You sometimes hold relationships to unrealistic standards. Yes, I am so bad for that. I am awful for that. Neglecting your needs. Yeah, I'm definitely also really bad for that. What did he just grab?
No, you're good. I agree. No, everything is the same so far.
Withdrawal under stress for sure. Like if I'm really overwhelmed, I will just cut people out and just like not exist for a little bit. I'm very insecurity in new situations. I'm not good with social settings. I'm not. And sensitive to rejection, which is part of the problem with like with getting in my personal life, like with relationships. I'm really bad with rejection. So
yes, I struggle with
that. Tyler can vouch for that one big time. So now that we've done all this, I want to know. So I'll go first, just to kind of set how I want to do it. I want to know each of your thoughts on mine, and then me and Tyler will give our thoughts on Carter's, and you see.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, we're the exact same.
Okay. So then, Tyler, what do you think about me and Carter?
I think it more so aligns with Carter than Logan. I think now I'm not saying like it's just wrong, like for you, but I think like some of the things you read, like you're more willing to like Carter's not very confrontational.
Yeah, see, the one thing I disagree on for me is, and I don't know if this ties into avoiding conflict necessarily, but I would like if I think someone's on some bullshit, like I will call you out.
But I think it's like who they are to you that you do call out.
Yeah, no, like I'm not gonna call out like a random person. But like if one of you guys are just on some bullshit, I'll tell you like, bro, like you're tripping.
See, I'll use the group chat for example. Like I feel like it's okay if I name drop.
Yeah, name drop.
Like I feel like if Spencer or like Tanner did something you didn't like, you wouldn't just go to them and say it. But if it was like me or Oren,
I don't know. Like, Tanner, yes. Tanner, I wouldn't. You're right. But Spencer, I might do it just to piss Spencer off.
Yeah.
But no, I think mine is for the most part accurate.
I think there are, which I kind of feel like mine's the same way. I feel like there are some scenarios where that's just not true.
Well, right, and you can't do it based on every scenario. So I mean, I think I would say mine's like 85% accurate, and then there's just some scenarios where it might not apply.
But I also know you better than Carter though, which I feel like I know Carter pretty good. But like I've never hung out with Carter in person. So it's
I
just like
I will say this: I did not know me and Carter were this similar.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
really
no disrespect to Tyler, but I feel like I can easily more connect with Logan than like per se Tyler. Not to, Tyler, we're good friends, but like it's easier for me to hop in like a one-on-one conversation with Logan than it would be for me and you. Like I think the only one-on-one conversation we've had like on a call was pretty recently when we were like sharing music interest.
Yeah.
Otherwise I
think
can't
that's
really.
the first time me and you were like in like one-on-one.
Yeah, one-on-one. So it's like I just it's nothing against you. It's just I have a like hard time, connecting. And Logan is just it seems to be a little bit easier per se.
Logan's more like adaptable with
I think that was one of my strengths and one of the.
He's more adaptable. Like, see, I'm very like, if you're really not like me in a way, then I have a hard time talking with you because I'm very close-minded.
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't say judgmental. Like, obviously, don't take it the wrong way. I've always viewed you as like the caring, innocent, like very easy to get along with type.
Appreciate it.
Which also makes me not want to like dive into like really hardcore conversations because like
Okay.
I feel like I would go about it a certain way than you.
Okay.
Which,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like I don't know. Like I'm definitely not taking shots at you at all.
No. I didn't take any offense to what you're saying at all. I think it's the truth.
Dive into it like a little bit deeper. Carter is the most laid back guy. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like it's really hard to piss off Carter. It really is. But me, it's really easy to piss me off. I'm not. I might not be like super confrontational or like this, but it's super easy to piss me off. And me and Carter really get along. Like I'm not saying that at all, but it's more so like me and Logan are more willing to have a deep conversation than like me and Carter. And
well,
some people are like.
Before we wrap it up, I'd love to have a deep conversation with you sometime for sure. Just really get into it.
I'm a very dark individual.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm not perfect.
And
so
I guess Halloween came early, and Logan is Osama bin Laden.
No.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up this podcast first. Before we do that, Logan,
what y'all been listening to? Who wants to start? Y'all know the drill. Give me your top 5 songs and your top 5 artists. I guess I can start.
All right.
My number one.
Find a good dad joke.
You guys are gonna like this actually. My number one is "Shotgun Blues" by Volbeat.
Fuck yes, yes.
My number 2 is "Save Today" by Seether. My number 3, I know Tyler will like this. I don't know if Carter will. My number 3 is "That's All She Wrote" by T.I. and Eminem.
Okay.
My number 4 is "I Don't Care" Apocalypta and Adam Gontier.
That's such a good song.
And my number 5 is "Memories" by Pecos and the Rooftops and Colby Cooper. And then my artist, number 1 is Pecos and the Rooftops. Number 2 recently has been Paramore.
Ooh.
Number 3 is Wiz Khalifa. Number 4, Nirvana. I guess I've been in a Nirvana phase recently, which for me is kind of weird. But and then my number 5 has been System of a Down. So no Alice in Chains or Seether in that top 5 right now.
I can't believe rock songs fell out of the top 5.
It is number 7.
Okay. I can go next here. Number 1 song is I showed this one to Tyler. Liked it. "Science of Selling Yourself Short" by Less Than Jake. Great song. Number 2 is "I'm the One" by Descendants. Number 3 is "The Pharmacist" by Hot Rod Circuit.
The Orin.
Number 4. Wait, what?
You said The Pharmacist?
Oh,
the Orin.
The Orin. Oh, Orin Star Gaming. Oh, a song.
Dude, Star Gaming, please sign my butt cheeks. Oh my god.
Sign my breasts. Sign my breasts. Right here, right above the nipple, please. Was number 4 is Archbishop Harold Holmes by Jack White. Number 5. You're the Devil in Disguise by Elvis Presley.
Oh, that's a banger.
It is a banger. I don't know. I listen to that much.
That.
My top artists. Descendants #1. Alkaline Trio #2. Catch 22 #3. #4 is Husker Du, and #5 is Silverchair.
I'm not going. My top 5 is very different compared to previous podcast. #1 though has not changed.
Okay.
That's the rock song by Picos and the Rooftops.
Sweet.
Great song. #2 is Dear Maria, Count Me In by
Cause
All
I got
Time
your
Low.
picture
Great
coming
song.
with you to
Great
Maria Count.
#3, making its way back into the top 5 is You Somebody, Kings of Leon.
You know that I could use somebody.
And now we have 2 brand new entrants. Keep a Lookout for My Brain by Matt Hankins and the Moonlighters.
Yes.
4. And #5 is What Would You Do by Seether.
Okay.
As for my artist, I'll be honest, it ain't changed. Maybe the order. #1 is Seether. #2 is Luke Combs. #3, Picos and the Rooftops. #4, Five Finger Death Punch. And we do have a new entrant. Linkin Park fell down to 6. And #5 is 3 Days Grace.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude. I really like that new Seether song they came out with. Came out like, I don't know, a couple months ago. Walls Come Down, I think it's called.
Yeah, they just released the acoustic version of that too.
Really? I need to check that out.
Dude, it's very
great.
good.
Not a big Seether fan, but like that song, it's okay. So you want to do with your dad joke here, or you got no dad jokes? Yep. You got a dad jokes. Okay.
All right.
Oh
dad
shit.
Joke. Osama. All right. So this isn't really a question. This is just kind of a statement, and it's very true. So I'm pretty afraid for my calendar.
It's running out of time.
Its days are numbered.
Okay, guys. We will see you guys next week on the absolute worst podcast in the world. Goodbye from me, from my beautiful friends above and below me. On the left, as you can see, we have a new background. On the left, if you want to go at 2 States 1 Mic on TikTok and Instagram, please go follow. Check it out. Carter runs those.
Whoa!
And
fucking everywhere.
peace out.
Damn.